Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for Matchweek 36 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now let's have a quick look on how everyone did in Matchweek 35. I only got 7 points, including one perfect score. That was Burnley to successfully beat Fulham by 2-0 and relegate Fulham in the process as well. Top scorer in the comments though was Ballum, and Ballum managed to get 13 points, so very, very well done, Ballum. A very, very good score from you. Now we will move into match week 36. Now there are only 8 games this week because of the FA Cup final. So let's get to it. We have Newcastle United against Manchester City. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to City, 1 win to Newcastle and 1 draw. The last one was a 2-2 draw between the sides. Well, what can we say about Newcastle? One of the results of the season, 4-2 away at Leicester. Fantastic result for the Magpies, going into a 4-0 lead, and then managing to concede 2. But that's what Newcastle are all about. It's been a bit of a roller coaster season for them, but cracking win, absolutely cracking win for them, and they'll fancy their chances against Manchester City for sure, because Man City, well, they did lose 2-1 to Chelsea in a dress rehearsal for the Champions League final. But what you can say about them is that Pep made way too many changes. Was it 7 changes? I think that Pep made. I don't know why he's making so many changes. In all honesty, yes, I get there are other games coming up, but the one thing you can say, it was a good result for Chelsea to beat Manchester City. But Manchester City are now confirmed as champions because Manchester United lost 2-1 to Leicester City. And also, they did lose to Liverpool as well. So, looking at this game, I'm going to go for a Man City win. I think Man City will go to Newcastle and win. I don't think it's going to be comfortable though. You can see Newcastle giving Man City a good game tonight. I can really do. I'm going 2-1 to the Citizens in this one. And then we have Burnley against Leeds United. 3 wins to Burnley, 1 draw and 1 win to Leeds. The last one was a 1-0 win to Burnley. Well, Burnley, what can we say? It was a great win against Fulham. Very, very well done to them. Chris Wood, cracking finish, that one. And I think it was Ashley Westwood that got the other one. Yeah, good win for Burnley, and obviously it did relegate Fulham in the process. Look, you have to say Sean Dyche is a very, very good manager, and what he's done at Burnley on a really low budget, it has to be said, has been nothing short but fantastic. I think also you have to say the way that Burnley are playing at the moment, you don't really back against them right now. But Leeds United, coming off the back of a 3-1 win over Spurs, fantastic performance from Leeds. Never saw this one coming. Bamford back on the score sheet as well. They were even without Calvin Phillips in this game as well. Cracking win for Leeds United. And look, Leeds United have had a very, very good season. There's no denying that they've had a very good season. So, but Burnley at home, I'm going to say a Burnley win. I think Burnley will win this one, and I'm going to go for a Burnley result. I'm going to go for a Burnley 1-0 win against Leeds. I just think they will be too strong for Leeds United, and I'm going to go for Chris Wood to score against his former club as well. Now we have Southampton against Fulham. Last 5 meetings in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to Saints, 1 win to Fulham and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-0 win to Southampton. Well, what can I say? Southampton lost 2-0 to Liverpool at Anfield, and then followed that up with a 3-1 win over Crystal Palace. Now, the difference in the 2 games, if Southampton had a Danny Ings, they're probably scoring one of the chances that Shea Adams had, Musa Djenepo had as well. And also, they were missing Minamino in that game as well against Liverpool, but against Crystal Palace, they went 1-0 behind very early on, but a very, very good win. A very, very good win for Southampton, and I was very, very impressed with Danny Ings returning to score against Palace. It was a very, very good win for Southampton. Fulham, unfortunately, their stay in the Premier League is over. They lost 2-0 to Burnley, which ultimately relegated Fulham as well. Look, Fulham, I think you'll be back. I think Scott Parker is a good manager, and I think if you go down with him, I think you'll be able to, regroup and manage to, get his players in. I think you'll be back. I don't think Fulham will be gone for too long. I think you got a good squad there. Yeah, you might lose a couple, but I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. So this game, I think Southampton will win this one. They're going to go for a 2-0 win to Southampton in this one. And then we have Brighton against West Ham. Funny, good fact here. West Ham have never beaten Brighton in the Premier League. Will that run continue? Well, we shall see. 4 draws and 1 win to Brighton in the last 5 meetings, and the last draw was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Brighton, well, Lewis Dunk became the first player since Raheem Sterling to score and then get himself sent off in the same game. Raheem Sterling got sent off at Bournemouth, and Lewis Dunk scored and got himself sent off against Wolves at the weekend. Well, look, Brighton played very well in that first half. They were fantastic. It was a great header from Lewis Dunk. They played really, really well, and then all of a sudden, the red card changes the game. It changes the game completely because Wolves came back into it. Adama Traore. I mean, he doesn't score many anyway, but Adama Traore. And then Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, look, Morgan Gibbs-White spent half the season on loan at Swansea, and he's managed to score a goal. It was a great goal. It was a great goal. But for Brighton, and also Neil Maupay is the only player this season to have conceded a penalty after the final whistle and to have been sent off at the final whistle as well. So not going well for Brighton, you would have to say. But look, Brighton, it's been a good season. It's been a good season for them. They are staying up again, which is very, very good. But they will be determined to stop West Ham, because West Ham's record against Brighton is absolutely woeful. It is really, really poor. So will that continue again? West Ham against Everton, I don't know. I mean, West Ham were very, very good. Soufal hit the post. I think Antonio and Benrahma, I think they hit the post as well. Look, I have to say, I think looking at West Ham, look, if David Moyes gets them top 4, then for me he's manager of the season. But even then, I still think he's manager of the season. West Ham are very, very close to getting relegated last season. Look at how West Ham did last season compared to this. They're battling for top 4. Who would have predicted West Ham to have, been in a top 4 race this season? I don't think anyone would have been able to have done that. But do you know what? I have to say, I think looking at this game, West Ham's record against Brighton, as I've said, is woeful. I think they're going to come up short here. I've just got a feeling that West Ham will come up short against Brighton, and that could all but dent their top 4 hopes as well. But whatever happens with West Ham, they do deserve Europe. They do deserve Europe for me. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Brighton and West Ham. I've just got a feeling Brighton will do it again. I think they're going to just get a draw and dent West Ham's top 4 hopes. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between the sides. Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. Now, the last 5 meetings in Premier League, 2 wins to Palace and 3 wins to Villa. The last result was a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace. Well, Crystal Palace is a bit of a mixed week, because obviously they have had 2 games. They beat Sheffield United by 2-0. Very good win, that one. Benteke and Eze, 2 really great goals as well. And then, 3-1 defeat to Southampton. I didn't expect them to lose to Southampton in all honesty. I thought they would have gone to Southampton and managed to win. But that's football for you. That is football for you. But what I will say, I thought they were very good against Sheffield United, and then against Southampton, they did score very early on, but that kind of allowed Southampton back into the game. I was very impressed with the way Southampton actually came back into that game. But Crystal Palace, I mean, there are big talks about Frank Lampard potentially being their next manager. I think we have to say that probably Roy Hodgson is now on his way out of Crystal Palace. Look, Roy Hodgson has been a very good manager. There's no denying that. He's been a very good manager for Crystal Palace, for West Brom. Okay, not Liverpool, but Fulham. He's been a good manager for those. Blackburn as well. He's been a very good manager for these clubs. So he will be missed. He will be missed at the end of the season, I think. Look, most Palace fans would probably want Roy to stay. Maybe Palace fans want Roy to go. But the thing is, Roy Hodgson is a good manager. And I think if you take that away from Palace, it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. I actually think, looking at that, looking at the way that Palace are set up at the moment, they're safely safe anyway. I think they need to get rid of Wilfried Zaha though. That's my big thing about Crystal Palace. I think they need to get rid of Wilfried Zaha. I think they're a better team without him. I've said this all along. You look at the game against Sheffield United. Yes, I know Zaha played, but Eze, Benteke, 2 good goals there. 2 good goals. Aston Villa, well, they came up with a 3-1 defeat to Manchester United. Ollie Watkins was sent off for diving, which was not very, very good. But they then followed that up with a 0-0 draw with Everton. Emi Martinez. I'm going to say this now. He's probably one of the signs of the summer. How a goalkeeper can actually improve a back four like that is absolutely incredible. I think he has been fantastic. Yes, I get people are going to say like Ederson, and I get people say good like Johnston. For me, Martinez is one of the signs of the summer for me. I think probably goalkeeper of the season as well. I know people will probably go for, Mendy and, as I've said, Ederson as well. But for me, Martinez is one of the best goalkeepers this season, I would have to say as well. So, Aston Villa going away to Palace. Jack Grealish made his return against Everton, so that was a massive boost for both England and Aston Villa, you'd have to say. So I am going to go for Aston Villa to go to Selhurst Park and get a 1-0 victory. I don't think there's going to be many goals in this one, but I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. Now we move on to Tottenham against Wolves. Last 5 meetings of the Premier League have resulted in 2 wins to Spurs, 2 wins to Wolves and 1 draw. The last result was a 3-2 win to Wolves. Now, Tottenham have lost the last 2 at home against Wolves. Will it be 3 in a row? Well, we will see. We will see anyway. Tottenham. Wowee. 3-1 defeat to Leeds United after beating Leeds 3-0 earlier in the season as well. They took the lead. It was a very, very good finish from Son, but after that, my goodness me. This is what I've been saying about Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer should not be in the England squad. His defending for some of those goals at the weekend was absolutely shocking for Tottenham. And look, Ryan Mason has done a good job since he's came in. They are on the brink of, I think top 4 now for them is probably over. I think it's going to be between Liverpool and West Ham and Leicester and Chelsea for top 4 now. So I have to say I think that's going to be really, really interesting. But I don't know about Tottenham. Wolves got a massive win against Brighton. That was a big 3 points because Brighton, as I said, took the lead in that game. And if it wasn't for the red card, Wolves probably wouldn't come back into that game. But Wolves have got a good record against Tottenham. They have a very, very good record against Tottenham. And especially either at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or Wembley. So they have won the last 2 at Tottenham. I'm going to go for them to win the last 3. I'm going to go for them to win 3 in a row at Tottenham. I am going Tottenham 1, Wolves 2. Might be a bit of a shock, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Wolves in this one. And now we have West Brom, relegated West Brom I should say, against Liverpool fighting for top 4. Next we have we have 3 draws and 2 wins to Liverpool in the last 5 meetings. The last result was a 2-2 draw between the sides. West Brom are relegated, unfortunately, from the Premier League. Look, I'm going to say this now. The problems at West Brom this season, Slaven Bilic should never have been sacked after the Manchester City game. That result was a very, very good result. A 1-1 draw at the Etihad is always a good result to get at any time in the season. To then sack him after that game, I thought was ridiculous. yes, I can get why West Brom have struggled all season, and they have been in the bottom three most of the season. But what you don't do is you sack a manager and then bring in Sam Allardyce. Now, Sam Allardyce is one of the biggest dinosaur managers ever. I am very glad that he's been relegated. Now, I'm not going to say that in any disrespect to West Brom, because for me, West Brom have done the biggest mistake that you can possibly do with Sam Allardyce. You don't back him. Now, if you don't back Sam Allardyce, you're always going to struggle. And unfortunately, West Brom just didn't strengthen in that transfer window. They just did not strengthen, and this is why. I mean, Ainsley Maitland-Niles came in on loan. That's good, but unfortunately, West Brom have just been very, very poor all season, and that culminated in a 3-1 defeat to Arsenal. And look, some of their players are going to be up for grabs now. Sam Johnston, I think a Premier League club will come in for him. Matthias Pereira, I think another Premier League club will come in for him. Conor Gallagher, he'll probably go back to Chelsea on loan as well. And what's the striker called? Diagne. People might come in for him as well. So West Brom, there are a lot of problems at West Brom, and I do think that some of their players are going to be up for grabs, and I think that is going to be the case. But they are coming up against a Liverpool side. Well, it's mental to say we are still in the top four race. I mean, look, I did not see. Well, let me just say the Southampton game first. Much better performance from Liverpool. Much better. Great to see Thiago get his first goal as well. Very good from Thiago. And yeah, look, Mane getting on back on the score sheet as well. Last night, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 4. Like, come on, I did not see that coming. Manchester United took the lead through. Well, people are going to say it was a Bruno Fernandes goal. People will say that's Phillips' goal. I think it's Bruno's goal. I think it is going in. I think it's slightly going into that far corner. But did that stop us? No. Jota and then Bobby Firmino. Yeah, I thought Trent Alexander-Arnold was absolutely superb last night. Really good. Fabinho in that midfield. Thiago, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And that's the thing. If Fabinho's on the Manchester United side, they don't lose the game. It's as simple as that. You look at Fred yesterday, shocking. McTominay, shocking. So, and actually, this might sound very, very weird, but Manchester United missed Harry Maguire. That's how bad they were last night. Bailly and Lindelof. I've said this so many times to my United mates, is that Bailly and Lindelof is not a partnership that is going to win you trophies. One is very, very bad in the air, and one can't stay fit all season, and looked really rash yesterday as well. But look, Liverpool thoroughly deserved to win at Old Trafford yesterday, and I think the confidence with that game is going to put them in good stead for this one. I am going to go for Liverpool to go to West Brom, and I'm going to go for them to get a thumping win in this one. West Brom 1, Liverpool 4. I think we are going to score another 4 past West Brom. I just think that West Brom's head will be down. But it is a dangerous game. We all know what happens when already relegated sides are already relegated. They always seem to up their game for the last couple of games to just put them in for good confidence next season. But I think we'll beat West Brom. I think the confidence from the Manchester United game will go into this one. I'm going for West Brom 1, Liverpool 4. And the final game to preview and predict is Everton against Sheffield United. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to Everton, 1 win to Sheffield United and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-0 win to Sheffield United. Everton, let's have a look. Everton 1-0 win over West Ham. Very good performance. Godfrey, absolutely outstanding at the back again. Look, Ben Godfrey has been a very good signing for Everton, you'd have to say. Yes, I know they are linked with Max Aarons, but Godfrey has been fantastic. Followed that with a 0-0 draw with Aston Villa. Bit of a lack of cutting edge for Everton as well. But look, it was a very good win for Everton at West Ham, and then a good draw for them as well. Sheffield United, they did lose 2-0 to Crystal Palace. I think they just need the season over, to be honest with you. I just do. But as I've said now, Sheffield United, West Brom, and now Fulham are both all relegated. So the only thing really worth watching now is who gets the Europe places. Because we've already had the champions. It's now all about top four and the Europa League and the Europa Conference League as well. So Everton going for Europe. Sheffield United nothing to play for. This is a dangerous game for Everton. Everton's home form all season has been shocking. I think they are going to come up short against Sheffield United. I have a funny feeling this is going to be one of the shock results of the season, and I am going to go for Everton 0, Sheffield United 1. I think Sheffield United are going to go to Goodison Park, and I think they are going to win this one. Everton 0, Sheffield United 1. Call me bonkers all you want, but I just see it. I just see it that way. So that is it. That is match week 36 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and like Ballum, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I'll go for my predictions very quickly as well. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 2, Burnley 1, Leeds United 0, Southampton 2, Fulham 0, Brighton 1, West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 0, Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 1, Wolves 2, West Brom 1, Liverpool 4, and Everton 0, Sheffield United 1. So that is it. That is match week 36 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and we will see what happens in these games. Top four race is hotting up. If Liverpool were to win at West Brom, it would put them 1 point behind Chelsea. Lots still to play for. It's going to be very interesting indeed. And yeah, we shall see what happens. Also, good luck to Chelsea and Leicester in the FA Cup final as well. Leave your prediction for that. We won't count it, but just leave your prediction for that, and we'll see what happens. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.